Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. Tuesday morning, 74 degrees already. Josh, wow. 8 a.m. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let's tell the audience how they can get in touch with this show. This is how you can do it, folks. There you go, right there, 706-889-9700. Let me make sure I have the volume off on these little things so they just vibrate and I don't interrupt the show. Let me get this one over here so if the Cub fan has to chime in about something, it won't go live. There we go. Now the Cub fan can just vibrate. Well, that's the way we should keep him, right, on vibrate, Josh. Just joking now. 706-889-9700. Be a part of the show, chief@fetchernews.com, and all the social media ways you can follow the show. A lot of local politics starting to spin and kick off. Last night I drove over to Dawsonville. Yes, drove over there to Dawsonville. I risked crossing the line. I was a nervous wreck, Josh, because I'm going to tell you, this sheriff in Dawsonville, he no like BKP. No, he no like. Ooh, he no like. Give me number 19. No, 17. That is Dawson County Sheriff Jeff Johnson. He didn't even say hello to BKP. He don't like BKP. My nerves were shot, Josh. I mean, you know, can you write me a ticket if I admit to something? Damn, I better not. I now remember where that stop sign is. But my nerves were shot all the way out of it, you know. He didn't even say hello, but take him down there. We had a forum over in Dawson County last night. The Dawson County GOP, the Republican Party, and all three candidates, including the current sheriff, was there. We'll talk about that. It's Jeff Perry, I think his name is, and Marcus Swole. All of them spoke last night. We'll get into that maybe in the 9 o'clock hour. Okay, so let's say this. What say you? You've now had 24 hours to investigate. All right, we've got 24 hours we've had to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's death. Or allegedly he's dead. Where are you at now? I really want to know. Come on, man. Tell me, where are you at now after 24 hours? Is he dead? Did he kill himself? Let's go to number 14. Hey, Josh, you know, I think a couple of weeks ago, and I told you, right? I told you, hey, build us a folder because Josh does some really good work over there. Build us a folder for some stuff just to throw up. Now, that is Joe Gumby, right? Did you get me something on Gumby I asked for last week? All right, just throw it up there. Because this dude is Gumby to me, okay? I'm sorry, it's a generation. Pokey and Gumby, you don't remember? I'm sorry if you're just too young to enjoy the oldies there. A lot of fun, but that's old Gumby Scarborough. And blank stare Mike Barnacle. There he is. See, I'm telling you. I got it, Josh. There he is. Hair and all. Okay, come back. There's Joe Gumby Scarborough. Okay, there you go. Great work, Josh. So, all right. So everybody loves a polka, right? In the short-staffed jail now, Scarborough, Fox News, conspiracy theories. This got them left, right. Everybody's looking at this one a little close. Now, obviously, they're the ones that do not say Clinton. They do not. The Russian mafia do not say Clinton. Russian mafia. So I watched 20 minutes of I know what you're going to think. I probably watched 25 minutes of Rachel Maddow last night. Everybody chill, get off my back. I did. Because Rachel thinks she has a ratings booster here. Rachel thinks that she can turn this back up and her viewers head north. So she is doing, I think she's going to do the Jeffrey Epstein dig into for ratings, and she's working on it. So I watched about 25 minutes of Rachel Maddow. She's working hard on that. And then I watched about 20 minutes of a conspiracy theory video, which I do. I'm just going to admit, I go the whole circle. Barry, I'll watch it. I'll look at it. I'll listen. And then, sometimes I come up here and make my predictions. So anyhow, I went to the, checking my mail while we're on. I got to multitask. There's a lot going on. So anyhow, I watched about 20 minutes of conspiracy theory. So I have heard, I've heard the Russian mafia, the Clintons, obviously. So here's where I'm at. Where are you at in your 24-hour investigation? Where are you? Did Epstein just commit suicide? Did he? On his own. No, I mean, did he commit self-suicide? Isn't it interesting we have a category for self-suicide and assisted suicide? Now, we know Dr. Kevorkian was not there, okay? Nurse Ratched, was that her name? Hillary Clinton may have been there, but may have, just saying. So we have suicide, assisted suicide, whisked away. So what if he was given a drug, he was shot with a drug, all right, and the military, posed as local police, came in and removed his body and took over the entire action and put a body double in there when you rolled in and, hey Josh, do me a favor, go into yesterday. I don't know why I did. Go into yesterday and find me the 2 pics of Epstein in the coroner's office or wherever, okay? And when you get those, let's put those up, all right? I'm sorry, I should have sent them. So what if the military posed, our government posed as police, whisked Epstein? Yeah, there's 2 of them, right? What if they whisked Epstein away? You want me to stop doing that, don't you? To Israel, and there's a body double. What if? I don't know. What if he is whisked away to another country? So 24 hours, and let's look at these 2 pics when Josh gets them. 24 hours after the fact, okay? 24 hours after the fact. There's the one. All right, there's the one right there. Why did we get that picture? Ask yourself. Now, why we're not going to look for those? Why were there very good curtains closing off him rolling out? Where are the pictures of him coming out of MCC? Okay? Where are those pictures? Remember, the pictures of him rolling out of MCC have very closed off curtains. We don't get a visual on a body coming out of MCC. Right? We just think that body of Jeffrey Epstein is putting to the coroners or an ambulance to go downtown to see what they could do to bring him back to life. Why do we get this one? This is the question that nobody, MSNBC, nobody's asking. Why did we get this one and not the one coming out? And will we get the one in the jail cell? Will we get the one of him being rolled down the hall, cut down from that? When will we get those, although they may be disturbing? But we're left with curtains, right? Go look for yourself. Curtains down the side. We do not see the body come out of MCC. We see privacy curtains up, right? Go look. If you see his actual body coming out of MCC to where you can identify his face, you can identify him, let me know, send me the picture. Okay? But we do get these. Now get the second one up there. Why did we get these two pictures? Why? To confirm it's him, to confirm he's dead, confirm the fire department of New York, that everybody there is legit. Now, I'm not going against fire department, police, you know me, I'm not doing it, but ask yourself why we got those. Now, I'm going to go with my 24-hour investigation that Epstein is dead. I don't know that an elaborate hoax of body doubles, whisking him away, giving him an injection that slowed his heart down to a rate he was not detected to be dead, then went on to the, he had the money to pay for this to all happen, then on the way to the funeral home, the gang gets the $1 million. This guy's a billionaire, okay? A billionaire. The guy gets the $1 million, you know, once he's pronounced dead, going over to the funeral home, and, you know, they send him over, and he's on the next flight to somewhere privately. The guy at the airport gets $1 million. This guy's a billionaire. I mean, if he landed like $50 million to make all this come off, he's a billionaire. But I don't know if he was able to pull off that elaborate scheme. Very elaborate, okay? And that being said, I think the guy is dead. I do not think he killed himself. So I'm going to go with that. I think possibly, yes, I think the Clintons are involved somewhere. Now, either the Clintons are involved. I'm not 100% how this got pulled off, but I do think they may be involved. We're hearing stories. Let's go through these really quickly, and we'll talk about them. And then we're going to get on to Ken Cuccinelli, and we're going to get on to how the president does not want poor people in here. And we're going to get on to, oh, by the way, I did not bring this story because there's been so much going on with, you know, the whole racism thing and people shooting people and, you know, the whole thing. And, you know, and then, you know, you got the media that made up the whole backdrop on the raid in Mississippi, and they found the little child and wrote a script, and the child pretended to cry yesterday. I really got, hey, did you see, I'm going to go with the name because it's public. Did you see what Rick Day wrote me yesterday, Josh? Oh, he called me a horrible person. If I was actually saying that little girl was faking, I'm a horrible person. So a horrible guy like me, we did that yesterday. So with the whole thing, okay, and everything going on, I forgot to say anything about Hong Kong. Because the whole time I said, you know what? One of these days we're going to do a segment. And the biggest part of the segment is we're going to say, folks, Hong Kong is China. So we'll talk about that a little later. The world's concerned about Hong Kong, okay? So let's go to number 9. And we're going to talk about Trump not wanting poor people in the country. We're gonna talk about that. English speaking. Do you speak English? Oh, that's a positive. So let's go to number 9. House Judiciary launches bipartisan investigation into Epstein's death. So a joint letter is my understanding, signed by Gerard Nadler and Congressman Doug Collins, says that they want information and they're going to start looking into this. Now, our guest tomorrow is supposed to be Congressman Doug Collins, and we'll put that at the top of the list. Hey, what's Judiciary plan to do where this is concerned? So they want a bipartisan investigation. Let's just go. I might be chronologically out of order. Let's go to number 11. A short-staffed jail. Epstein was left alone for hours. Guard was a substitute. Like substitute teachers. Hey, who you got in cell block C? Epstein. Really? You don't say. Oh. Many of these staff members only receive a few weeks training in correction work, and while required by contract to serve as substitutes, are often uncomfortable in their roles. And we got a guy down in the 3rd cell. He's got a bed sheet around his neck. I don't feel comfortable going down there. No. I got 2 weeks training. I ain't going down there. We didn't cover that. This is serious. I mean, I think you think I'm joking. This is friggin' serious, folks. The highest profile inmate in the United States of America has substitutes. No, this don't jive. Like in the old days, no, this ain't jiving, man. This is not jiving with me. Here's the thing is, we're not accepting this. And the best part is the president's tweet, because people are now thinking, damn, there was like a 3-hour window for a friend of a friend of a friend of Bill? Who are you? I'm a friend of Bill's. Bill who? Don't worry about it. First I inject you in the neck. Then when it comes out, I tied a bed sheet around your neck, and then when they find you, you got the old rope burn look, and they don't even think about the injection I put in your neck. Will we get the truth on the autopsy? I don't want to go there. I'm not trying to be. Nobody's buying this. Rachel Maddow, Gumby, CNN. Wow, we even got nobody. The conspiracy theories. When will the conspiracy theories no longer be conspiracy? Okay, so number 12 there. Even MSNBC, I'm telling you. Even workers who previously held correction positions have said that the practice was unsettling because fewer colleagues were on hand to provide backup if things turned ugly. Wow. Number 13, Josh. The practice has grown at some prisons. As now, here you go. Right? How long before Trump is the problem? You see Epstein and Trump pictures. You see videos of Epstein, okay, Jeffrey. You see pictures of Jeffrey and Trump at a calendar girl party. Guess what? They were all over 18. You see all of that. But when Bill Clinton's name comes up, they're called associates. Bill Richardson, George Mitchell, Prince Andrew, these pieces of SH asterisk raping 14-year-old girls. Oh, allegedly. But every time Clinton's brought up, Epstein was an associate. Oh, every time. You can't find those pictures. They don't want you to. And then all Bill Clinton's office, or a spokesperson, all Bill Clinton's spokesperson has to say is, he was never at that island. Oh, there you go. That's good enough for us, Clancy. Get back in the car, Clancy. We have closed this investigation. So what are you saying? What are you saying? Are you saying Bill was never there? Never there. Case closed. I'm serious. You think I'm joking. But if you read the articles, that's all you will hear, right? Bill Clinton said he was never on the island. Oh, that's good enough for me. The practice has grown at some prisons as the Trump administration has curtailed the hiring of correctional officers. Trump. I knew it. Trump, Russian mafia. There's a lot going on here. It's that damn Trump. All the time. All right, so let's go to number 14. We're going to run through some Jeffrey Epstein picks here. In short-staffed jail, Epstein was left alone for hours. Guard was substitute. There we go. And let's look at this number. Fox News this morning, number 16. Jeffrey Epstein found dead in his jail cell. So Attorney General William Barr says, hey, your co-conspirators, we're going after you. No. The Attorney General says, hey, we're going to go after you. Now, let me just say this. In the Florida deal that was cut for Epstein, the interesting thing in that deal was hold on a minute. Marco Rubio moment. So the interesting thing in that deal in the Florida with the prosecutor, U.S. prosecutor at that time, that Epstein's co-conspirators would not be charged. Yeah, see, Epstein got a deal, and he also made a deal for all of his co-conspirators at the same time. Well, he's dead. That's broken. And the Southern District of New York said, no, we're not going to accept that deal. So that's broken and done. All right? The deal with co-conspirators. Second, you remember every time the president, somebody left the White House and they freaked out about NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, like, we've never heard of these before. Well, this president has all these NDAs, knowing the despicable corporate, corrupt, deep state media, all of them have NDAs. There's nothing wrong with it. It is across this country. There's so many people that have employees and associates that have NDAs so they can have confidential meetings and so on and so forth, and, not go out and flap your little gums, all right? So they're gum flapping deterrents. Write that down. NDA, gum flapping deterrents, okay? So anyhow, Epstein has all of these, all his employees, God, he has all of these NDAs. They're broken now. Oh yeah, they're broken, so on and so forth. So let's go with a couple more clips, and then we're going to take a break on this, and we're going to get into why Trump doesn't want poor people in this country. I'm just saying that, all right? 23, okay. Number 23, Epstein death shifts federal focus to possible conspirators. Interesting. They're talking about it. 24. Now, this picture I love. I love this because Epstein was not checked every 30 minutes as required. Hey, look, man, I got a guy coming by. He's going to have a little envelope. Everybody gets $500, all right? You got Krispy Kreme peanut butter and jelly donuts and $500. Just leave me alone. I don't want checked every 30 minutes. I'm not a kid, all right? Why do they always fuzz out these two guys? Now, you can go on the internet and you can find the pictures of Epstein and Trump. You can find the picture of Epstein, and I just want to know, why are these two people above being recognizable in this picture? Why? Who the hell are they that they get to be the fuzz outs? And they do. Go on the internet, look that up. Number 25, Epstein was not checked every 30 minutes as required, MSNBC. I'm just showing the bylines this morning. They bring in this guy, and I want to say just a comment. Number 26, Danny Savalas. He's a legal analyst at MSNBC. 7 out of 10 times, I don't totally agree with him. There's 3 out of 10 times. I actually kind of like the guy. I know that. Don't get upset with me. But they always bring him in to break it down. Let's just go with MSNBC. Number 27, Attorney General Barr. Epstein, co-conspirators should not rest easy. You're going down. Number 28, here is MCC. In short-staffed jail, Epstein was left alone for hours. Guard was a substitute. Now, we're hearing a lot about the roommate, cellmate is in college, damn it. We're hearing a lot about the cellmate of Jeffrey Epstein. Where he is at, he is supposed to have somebody with him 24 hours a day. But the cellmate is gone. Now, you got to stop and think before we close this first segment. Friday could have been a very explosive news day. Bill Richardson, George Mitchell, Prince Andrew. Okay, there's more in that actual documents that have been leaked out. Friday's information of some of the high-profile Democrats, pieces of garbage Democrats, close to the Clinton Democrats, were coming out. Do you realize Friday's information, Epstein doesn't bedsheet himself, off himself Saturday. All the Sunday shows would have had to either deal with the document dump Friday or just totally ignore these scumbag Democrats. But Monday, we would have had some news cycles all week going on with the drop of the information Friday. The death of Epstein, the expiration date of Epstein, the time he was supposed to go, took everything Friday off the front page. You do not get up, it's Tuesday morning, and see Bill Richardson's name on anything at all out there. You do not see it on the front page. Richardson says, Richardson, Bill, you got documents. These little girls now, they're big girls. And they say, you, diddled them. What'd you say about that, Bill? Nothing ever happened. All right, Clancy, get back in the car. This case is closed. You go over to George Mitchell. Hey, George Mitchell, when you were leading the panel and you were talking to Roger Clemens and Ted, what's his name? What is that? Mark McGuire. When you were leading the panel on Major League Baseball and the juicing and the steroids, and you were talking to Mark McGuire and you were talking to, what's his name? Roger Clemens and all of those guys, Sammy Sosa. Were you diddling the little 14-year-olds on Epstein's Island? No, how dare you? I was more interested in how many home runs these juiced up guys. All right, Clancy, get back in the car. Case closed. You can laugh at me all damn day long. It's off the front page. The death of Epstein Saturday, we're going to see you come up with all your reasons why. Me, first of all, the reason why is they moved all the pieces of SHIT off the front page. Oh, hell, I spelled it out. I might as well say it. They moved them all off the front page. The document dropped Friday. I watched Mad Cow last night. She's working on these prison guards. And what's going on here? And how come Big Marjorie's not on duty? Right? They're working on this. They're talking about this. Nothing from Friday. Off the table. So if you're wondering, well, what good did it do Epstein? Well, hell, it did a lot of good for Bill Richardson and George Mitchell. I don't know what the rest will result in, but it sure took that off the front page. You realize that. Now, we got an inmate gone that's been transferred out. Why? I'll tell you what. They sure as hell could not keep a 30-minute check on Epstein every 30 minutes, but they sure as hell could hey, we got paperwork here. We got to process this guy out. Hey, we got nobody in that hall for 2 hours. It don't matter. This guy's getting processed out. He's in Epstein's, him and Epstein, they're friendly in there. Right? So he's out. Cellmate's out. Epstein's left alone. Substitute guards. No, say it ain't so. Okay, let's go with, let me see if I have anything else up here. 35. Now we know this lady here, we're going to get into it a little later maybe. Number 35, alleged Epstein co-conspirators in the spotlight. Socialite. Maxwell. I forget her first name. I had it pronounced one day. I ain't going. That's Maxwell. She is the madam. Wonder when she dies. So you call the guy, you say, oh, hey, I'm sorry to hear about Maxwell dying. You call the guy this afternoon. It's Tuesday, right? Hey, I'm sorry to hear about Maxwell dying. Shh, that's Thursday. Oh, got it wrong. That was the word on the Russian mafia underground. I don't know. When does this lady die? When does she trip and fall in front of a bus in New York City? Huh? Interesting, but let's watch her. Maybe they'll watch her. I wonder if they'll keep an eye on her. She's not arrested for anything. She is the madam, accused of procuring girls. They slide these words at procuring girls for Epstein. She's a madam. She was running an underage sex trafficking ring, a whorehouse for kids. I mean, shit, it was the, sorry, it was the, he's running his, I better not say it. I'm going to back off saying that, okay? I'm going to back off saying that. I'm sorry about the SHIT. That was wrong. But I'm sick of this crap. Wonder if they'll watch her. All right, prosecutors, number 37. Prosecutors to focus on Epstein associates in the wake of accused sex traffickers' apparent suicide. So here's Pedophile Island. They went down there yesterday. Boom. They went down to Pedophile Island yesterday. Went after. Let's take a quick break because I got a lot more on this. What does your 24-hour investigation show? I tell you what, I believe he's dead, okay? But I believe somebody killed him. That's my thought. We're going to see. Hell, we got the whole JFK. We thought we had that solved, right? And the reason they didn't do the bullet to the back of the head, that was messy. The whole thing, they're saying, like, look, the bullet to the back of the head, Foster, Vince, that did not work out for us. This is, we may cover this up a little better. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Take us a break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Hopefully around 9:30 we'll get a chance to just brief you a little bit on the Dawson County Sheriff's race over there. And I'll probably hold on to some of that for tomorrow. I'm going a little further in the Jeffrey Epstein saga, death, murder, escape, whisked away, Russian mafia. Just saying. So we left, tell people how to get in touch with the show, right there. So we left you saying, okay, let's go with number 39. We left you saying this morning, you know, FBI and DOJ to probe Epstein's death. Barr is angry at MCC Correction Center failure. Wait a minute, I went to one there, Josh. I think what I want to do before I get to that one, I think the one I want before that one, my bad, is I want the one here. Let's see. I had it here a minute ago. It's like, I don't know where that one is at now. I wanted to go one back from the one we just did, and I don't remember. So we got 25. We went to that one. Okay. Stay with me here just a minute. There was one I wanted. Okay, so let's go to 28 really quick. We're going to go back to this one, so don't forget that one. So, you know, in short-staffed jail, Epstein was left alone for hours. Guard was a substitute. So we have talked about Friday's document dump with the piece of garbage, Bill Richardson and George Mitchell. We've talked about that before the break. And how his death, Epstein's death Saturday morning, and the setup, having a window of hours, okay? Don't get shocked if the camera was broken or MCC said the equipment backup for the camera failed, which we don't know. Because I'm going to tell you something, okay? I'm not going to say you go in and do it. But let's say, you know, you have a camera system and you have the camera system. And let's talk about things that people are not just being honest about. And you're at a convenience store and somebody robs a convenience store. The police can pull that footage before the night's out. You think about this. You got to get things in the clear perspective, okay? All right. Federal prison, MCC, no guards in Epstein's area for hours, no cellmate. And I'm going to tell you, you go online and you're on Facebook and some city police or the sheriff, all of a sudden you get a picture of a screenshot of a guy going out a convenience store or going out some business store that robbed them and said, can you identify this person? So maybe we're just not seeing this, and maybe I'm jumping the gun, but why did nobody in there? You know what these pictures would be worth, basically? Hey, I'm the guy that found him. Oh, wait a minute. Cut him down. Hold on. Let me get a couple pics. Oh, hell. As soon as the dust settles, National Enquirer. I got some inquiring mind pictures. Really, you think? You don't? We have, I know you're saying, damn it, you're being so redundant. No. We have the pictures. Go online. If I'm missing it, send it to me. I send you the damn information. Send it to me. Email me or text me the pictures. But we have the very closed off privacy curtains to the ambulance. To me, I've not seen the body there, right? Period. Second, all right? Second, we have the privacy curtains. Boom. Second, we do not have any other photographs other than the two that we've been given, and I don't know where they came from. Will you write me who posted these pictures and said, hey, they belong to me? One supposedly, I guess, at a hospital. The other one coming out of. Now, why did they not put the I know you're saying, damn it, would you shut up? No, let's all think together on this. Why did they not put the privacy curtains up when they were wheeling him out of into the hospital? Why didn't they pull the little curtain in the emergency room around so you and I cannot see that photo? So whoever it was that said, hold on a minute, we get a Bernie shot. Who's the person that discovered him in the cell? You know what the value is of the picture of a bed sheet around Jeffrey Epstein's neck? Where's the pictures of cutting him down? Hold on. Where's the pictures just like, of the 3 guards that posed with him? Hold on, get a shot at me and this guy right here. Weekend at Bernie's. I'm serious. I'm not joking. Where are all these shots? Right? And I'm going to tell you that federal, when Barr is saying he wants answers, let me tell you something. They have them. They have to do 2 things for the American people. Because let me tell you something, this got everybody. Everybody's wondering. So they got to do 2 things for the American people. They got to come out and have the cojones to say, camera didn't work. The backup system failed. That's going to be a bad day. Or they have to come out and say, here are screenshots. Here is the video of him actually, all right, he gets on it. See, here's the video. He gets on the corner. He jumps. He's out. Unless we see that, I trust nothing. Nothing. All right, so moving right along. I'm stuck on that because I see the pictures and I want to know why I got a picture. And we are going to do this. Let's go to 32. We're going to, and I'm being facetious, but we're going to talk about in just a minute why Trump has open season on grizzly bears and the bald eagle there. Hey, shoot that eagle! All right, forget it. Let's go to number 35. Remember, we talked about this earlier. I want to do it one more time. Procuring girls. Bill Clinton was an associate. Procuring girls. I mean, they use such language there in their bylines. So the Maxwell, we're wondering who's watching her. Who's keeping an eye on her? Keep a close eye on that one right there. Number 37, we know they went to Pedophile Island and raided that sucker. All right, and then number 40, CNN, I watch at 4 a.m. Problems right out of the box. Problems coming to light with MCC. Employees at Manhattan's Federal Detention Center complain about overwork. I'm overworked here. I'm stressed out. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so let's go back to 39, MCC. This guy's left alone for hours. The buzzer. Zee. Who you here to see? I'm here to see Jeffrey. I want to see Jeffrey. Bzz. Jeffrey who? Well, Jeffrey Epstein. Well, we go way back. So he goes in there. Jeffrey, how are you today? Well, what you got on the list of things to do today, Jeffrey? Jeffrey, you remember that time? Well, I did not have sexual relations with that 14, 15, 16, or 17-year-old girl. I did not. All those 14-year-old girls is out there saying that I did something to them. That just is not true. It's not. I mean, Hillary could tell you it's not true. Bill Richardson could tell you it's just not true. And so can George Mitchell. They can all tell you it's not true. Well, I didn't go down to that island. So I'm going to tell you in testimony one more time. I did not have sexual relations with that 14, that 15, that 16, or that 17-year-old girl. It don't matter what they tell you. You remember Juanita Broderick and Paula Jones? They all lied years ago. You see, I don't know why they just keep lying on me and lying on me. So anyhow, as Ron Brown would say, make sure the plane is fueled up for takeoff. I'm your host, Bill Clinton. Hey, take us to break. We're going to come back. I want to shift gears. Enough of that. I think he's dead, and I think the Clintons may allegedly have something to do with it, and all right? And I think the government has a lot to tell us, And the worst part is, are we going to be able to believe it when they do release it? Take us a break, Josh.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Josh, put up how they could contact the show. I'm doing a quick search on Google. Pictures of Jeffrey Epstein's body. B-E-N-G. P-R-I-S-O-N. Stay with me here, folks. Good morning from the office. Let's see. All right, now, why do these pictures, okay? I mean, I'm going to tell you, this is some real movie crap. All right, Josh, I'm going to send you this one here. And I want you to put this one up for me. I'm just going to call it number 60. And I'm going to send you this one here. Okay? All right. And I'm going to call this 61. And I hope they come through. Stay with me, folks. I'm your host, BKP. You are going through a live look at what's happening right now on the ground. I just want to say it like the rest of the news people. All right, Josh, I just sent you two here. Now, I'm saying I'm done with Epstein today, but I'm really not. I just got to do this really quick. And Josh will push this over. Josh, as soon as you get that, just go for one picture, and I'll talk about it to the next. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh already, you could see how, he showed you how you could call the show, get involved any way you want, and send me an email. I have my Border Patrol. Is it facetious? How do I sound? I don't know, jackass. But these are my little ways. I'm just having fun. We're going to get into why the president doesn't want dumbasses in the country and somebody, sucking off the taxpayer. I got my Border Patrol hat, ready to take you in. Johnny Law right here. And then I got the Trump 2020 hat, okay? And while Josh is getting those pictures ready, and we don't want to catch you off guard with this. Let's see what I got. I want to make sure I do it right. Okay, here we go. Let's see. There you go. Boom! Smacked you right in the head with that one, right? I'm going to do that like all the time, you're going to have to put up with it for a year. Boom! There you go. All right, so that's over. Are you ready already? There you go. Give me 60. Privacy curtain. Do you see that? I mean, can you please send me the pictures of his body not in a body bag? I mean, the guy's dead. I'm sorry, is this too simple? Or am I that much of a dumbass? I don't know how this stuff works. Maybe I'm just, don't understand it. It's too simple and I don't know. Because the guy is in a federal prison. Now we understand he's got substitute teachers around him. That's what they said, to use substitutes. So we understand all the guards are busy with the Krispy Kreme peanut butter and jelly donuts over in the lounge. But let's say this. Somebody found him dead, right? And somebody called somebody. And that somebody came in and, yep, he's a goner. That's right. He's up there with a little harp right now playing in heaven, or his ass is burning in hell, one or the other. But he's not here, right? They bring in an official. I mean, I don't know the rules. Why didn't they body bag him? How come he doesn't have a curtain over his face or a sheet over his face? I'm not understanding. Body bag him. Throw him in a body bag. Zip him up. He's over. I don't know. Is it too simple? Why is there a privacy curtain here? Why? Why'd they wheel him out to the back, to the privacy curtain, with all these other people around him and other vans available to remove two bodies? I don't know. Just saying. Now go to the next one. He's in the van. Why? Josh, I don't have the numbers. Can you go to the 2? That's him being removed from the prison or taken into the hospital. Now we get these. Who's down the hall? The janitor? Oh, check it out. I'm getting paid. Put the mop up. Who took these? The janitor? The guy mopping the hospital floor? Hold on a minute. Let me get a shot of this. I'm not joking. Go to the next one. Why did we get these? All right, I'm done with that. Josh, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Period. Okay, you got it. Now let's go on to Trump. Let's change the subject. Re-cue the recording machine and tell me when you're ready, because I'm finished with that. I have had it with that today. Okay? All right. So anyhow, all right, now let's go with, all right, Ken Cuccinelli. Do you know, I love the guy just for his name. I mean, it ends in a vowel. It's Cuccinelli. Who's coming to the meeting? Who's coming to the sit-down? Cuccinelli from the north side. The Cuccinelli family. I love it. I got to give it to the dude. I mean, grew up named Cuccinelli. Hey, you want to mess with me? You're talking to me? You know, my name is Cuccinelli. Back away. You might laugh, but I love the hell out of stuff like that, man. So my boy Ken Cuccinelli is explaining why Trump don't want dumbass people in America. Now, I'm just joking, all right? I'm joking, all right? But the media has blown up that Trump wants white, very white, English-speaking people to come into this country to balance out. This is what one dumbass said on one of the shows, to balance it out, because a lot of Hispanics here, so we need some white English-speaking, and that's what they're working to, having a Trump white supremacist, white nationalist country like he's always dreamed of. So we've got number 2, Trump administration unveils, number 2 there, Josh, unveils new rule for legal immigration. Policy makes it harder for low-income immigrants to stay in the U.S. This is Ken Cuccinelli, all right? So let's go to that video. Now, this is a 3-minute video, but I want to play it for a reason. Because the rest of the media, folks, you and I both know, the rest of the media does not give you everything, all right? So let's hear Ken Cuccinelli yesterday in his press conference. I think this is a 3-minute video, Josh. We'll play it to the end or when I say come back to me. Let's roll.
Generations of immigrants have strengthened the foundation of our country and making positive contributions today, and we expect that to continue in the future. Through faithful execution of our nation's long-standing laws, President Trump's public charge inadmissibility rule better ensures that immigrants are able to successfully support themselves as they seek opportunity here in America. Throughout our history, Americans and legal immigrants have pulled themselves up by their bootstraps to pursue their dreams and the opportunity of this great nation. As President Trump delivers on his promise to uphold the rule of law, this administration is promoting our shared history and encouraging the core values needed to make the American dream a reality. And with that, I'm happy to take some questions. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Cuccinelli. As you know, the primary focus of the president throughout his presidency has been on illegal immigration. The focus of what you just outlined in this proposed rule is on legal immigration.
Yes.
Why the change in focus?
Oh, this is not a change in focus. This rule goes all the way back to executive orders from early in 2017. It's been a long, arduous effort. If you take a look at the fully printed item, it'll make War and Peace seem relatively short. It is very thorough in the first attempt to put into operational effect all the different factors that Congress itself has said we're supposed to consider when deciding admissibility or inadmissibility. I would also note, as the head of the agency responsible for naturalizing citizens, the step after legal permanent residency for many people, last year we swore in more American citizens than the 4 years before it, and this year I expect to see similar numbers again. So we've not at all laid off of, in the Trump administration, processing properly legal immigration. I think what you've seen and heard more discussion of illegal immigration, but we've been pressing ahead, and this rule is an example of that. Yes, ma'am.
Is this rule a rule change and admission from the administration that going through some sort of route to reform legal immigration by legislation is moot?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is an implementation of a law passed by Congress in 1996 that has not been given a meaningful effect. 1999, some guidance was put in place with a presumption a rule would follow. The rule never followed. And so today we're issuing a rule which, as I said, for the first time, really puts meaningful meat on the bones of the 1996 law passed on a bipartisan basis. This does not substitute for congressional action in other areas. For instance, I mentioned asylees are not covered by this rule. Asylum is a major subject of focus for us in my agency, and with the crisis at the border, we've been all but begging Congress to take action to close loopholes, some of them the same as the Obama administration. That has not happened. So in this narrow area of our responsibility, we're relying on congressional direction, and we've, as I said, put meat on the bones here, I think, today. Yes?
Got the fixed sensor right here. We're going to plug that right in.
Back to me. All right. So, folks, let me say this before we go any further. How many of you were fixed on the bottom of that screen? Right. All right, Josh, I got to put you on the spot. I just have to do it, okay? Now, I know during the videos that they're running, sometimes you have other tasks, and there's things you do and whatever, getting ready for the next segment or whatever it may be. Did you notice the tagline on the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
You did notice it?
Mm-hmm.
Folks, let me say this, because I walk away with a big difference than most people. When I look at something, I look at it different. I looked at 3 minutes of Ken Cuccinelli trying to explain, okay? I looked at 3 minutes of Ken Cuccinelli trying to explain, okay, to the media why the President of the United States and the Trump administration was going to require that you could support yourself to go further with a green card. While doing that, I noticed Trump administration rule promotes, they put it in, did you see that? They put it in quotation, promotes self-sufficiency. Hell, you say. Why, I am just appalled. Are you telling me that there is a time and a place for you to be self-sufficient in America again? Would that be one of the great things about coming to this country? Is the American dream, is it been replaced with the Americans, taxpayers' money? Or the American dream, is that the American dream now? Or the opportunity to be who you want, however you want, when you want, why you want, whatever, the great American dream of self-sufficiency for you and your children. Could you hear, now I've got a question for you. I can picture newsrooms. Kill your mic. It's got a backdrop. Okay, I can picture newsrooms, all right? And I could see this come in, and I could see all these little millennial reporters, white millennial reporters, white elite mom and dad paid for college millennial reporters. White elite, I know I'm getting old, but this is getting old, but I'm going to go with one more. White elite millennial reporters with very wealthy people that cheer that little Marcy's getting $22,000 a year. Why, that's great, little Marcy. Just go kiss the butt of the corporate, corrupt, deep state media. Now, all that being said, could you not see the newsrooms? Take us a break. Take us a break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, 922. I am so sorry for that delay. If you're gone, you're gone. We'll just finish out the show. I apologize. Wasn't anything technical. Something was taking place here in the office that had to be addressed. And we had to come out of studio, and you do know I wear several hats, so something had to be addressed. We had to take a brief break to address it, didn't we, Josh? Understatement. Okay, so I played the Ken Cuccinelli, and I want to get back, and hopefully we can push this together and salvage what I wanted out of this. We played that, but what I was going after, Josh, when we were talking when we last left was Trump administration rule, and they put promote self-sufficiency in quotations. Now, that just infuriated me. Now, I grew up, and I had a friend of mine, a childhood friend that I got to see a couple weeks ago that come to visit my family, and happened to be a neighbor in New Jersey. I know I've told you right there in New Jersey. Happened to be a neighbor. His dad happened to be a legal immigrant that came through Ellis Island and started in Brooklyn. And then worked very hard, and then went out to New Jersey, in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, and opened his own pizzeria. It's there today, so I put the name up, Nicolosi's Pizza. It's there today. He came in, Angelo came in off the boat, right? And he was, all right, now key here, I'm not knocking this guy. This guy, immigrants at that time didn't have an opportunity to come with a lot of education and so on and so forth. But the immigrants came through Ellis Island. He ended up in Brooklyn. He got started working at a pizza shop in Brooklyn the minute he got here. And then he went out and opened his own. He saved his money, went out and opened his own pizzeria. And it is there, it's still there today, 2019. In Phillipsburg, New Jersey, you could stop at Nicolosi's Pizza. You know what Angelo was in his time? Self-sufficient. You know what happened when he got off the boat? They did not whisk him through Ellis Island to, public assistance, food stamps, housing, health care. He was not a drag on the system. Him and Helen had 3 children. They are not a drag on the system. All 3 of the kids are very successful. I wonder how that works. Brought up in a home, hard work, very successful. Their kids, which I know their kids now, their kids are very successful. Wonder how that works. So I have 2 people that got off the boat, 2 people that started in Brooklyn, worked very hard, 2 people moved out to Jersey, opened the pizzeria, 2 people had 3 kids, 2 people raised those 3 kids, worked very hard, self-sufficient the whole time. Those kids, they went to college, they're self-sufficient. Their kids are self-sufficient. I should have put that tree, right? What's the odds? How many generations before somebody that comes in here that we give a green card is on food stamps, housing, free health care, all the works? Oh yeah, I tell you what, you're bringing great value to the country. You're really setting this place on fire. So what do their kids do? Does that tree run the opposite way? They're very what? They're very dependent on the taxpayer. Their kids branch out very dependent. They learned it from mom and dad, their kids. That's how America is going. We have chopped down the tree of self-sufficient immigrants. We have. Period. Chopped down the tree of self-sufficient immigrants. And how dare President Donald Trump ask, let's see, we got it right here. Now, there's 2 things, How dare him ask? Here's number 2, Ken Cuccinelli. I tell you, I like the guy. Ken Cuccinelli, all right? And I want to get another segment, and I hope I will have time. There is that, and let's see. Let me see which one else I have here. Now we also have the from Cuccinelli, right? At the same day, they're talking about the two major Trump administration changes. Here's number 34. Now, how dare us have these factors of consideration? Okay, under new public change rule, use of public benefits, food stamps, Medicaid, housing vouchers, age, wealth, education, English language skills. Trump administration moves to deny green cards path to citizenship for poor immigrants. No, they're not poor immigrants. When will, this is the first time I remember. This is actually a first time I remember an administration actually considering taxpayers. What about us? If you're new to the show, you need to know I yell all the time from county level, city level, state, okay? Taxpayers. When are we going to come up the ladder of people that, hey, we have some value out here. We are the taxpayers. We are paying the public benefits. We are paying the food stamps. We are paying the Medicaid. We are paying housing vouchers. We are. When are we going to stop bleeding the taxpayer? And this is exactly what this does. If you have to have the taxpayer support you, we're not going to give you a green card. If you come in, you're legal. This is legal immigration. Legal, not illegal. If you're legally here for some reason or the other, and you come in, you do your paperwork for a green card, and you're living in the projects or you're living in government-funded housing, you've got food stamps, and you're on Medicaid, can't be here. We're not giving you a green card. We are not giving you a green card to stay. You need to leave. Self-sufficient. So don't believe education, English speaking. Don't believe everything you're being told here. If a Hispanic individual goes up and says, hey, I have an apartment, I pay my own rent, I pay my own electric, I pay my own health care, I work a job, construction every week, here are my pay stubs, here are my rent pay. Oh, you're the kind of person we want in this country. But you know what? Taxpayers are tired. If we will present this right, taxpayers are tired of supporting people coming in this country and immediately getting all the benefits of our money. It's over. This administration said it's over. And don't forget, what really gets me, and I would like for you to ask people, say, I'd like for you to just drill down on the words. Trump administration rule promotes self-sufficiency. Are we that far gone? Are we? Are we completely gone to the point that promoting self-sufficiency in this country is a thing of the past, thing of no interest, not something we should worry about? Because if we're looking at supporting self-sufficiency, and they say, oh my God, the fire alarms are going off. Folks, that's just as socialism as you could get. We're done. The other thing I want to go into is, and I don't have time, look up the truth today. I am so tired of this. Look up the truth. Number 32. Trump moves to weaken Endangered Species Act, makes major changes to protections for endangered animals. What's on there? The bald eagle, right? Is the scrub jay on there? Scrub jay is these little bugs that you found in your property on there that nobody has seen before, and is there a certain piece of vegetation? Because this is not just animals. Don't let them lie to you. They have your property. So you have a special bloom on the property that nobody's ever seen. So they come up there and you got 12 acres and they take a picture of that bloom of some kind of plant or something growing there that nobody has ever seen. A berry. And that one berry on that 12 acres causes you not to be able to build. The world was doing well without the berry. The ecosystem was fine. But if you disturb the berry, you can't build. Just saying, okay? So they put the picture of the eagle up, all right? Now here's number 33. Trump administration moves to weaken Endangered Species Act. Look at that. They got a turtle. They got the grizzly bear. Trump says, get my rifle. I'm going to put my Teddy Johnson glasses on, and I'm going to go out there and shoot that grizzly. He could bite me. So there's the whale. Lies, all lies. Okay? This is not in the Endangered Species Act, so I don't know details. But let me tell you this little story, okay? So, you know, my parents have a home in Florida. And I go down there, and they're 2 lots up from their house. This is several years ago. And there is a sign saying testing or something, I don't know, of something. All right. So I said to my dad, I said, what is that? He says, that's the scrub jay test. They call them scrub jays, not blue jays, scrub jays. So what they do is they have to test that property for 30 days and monitor the property for scrub jays. And if scrub jays come there a certain amount of time over a certain amount of days, then he cannot build on that lot. What? Yeah. If he's got to do that, that's the first part of getting a building permit, was a scrub jay test. Go and look, South Florida scrub jay test, okay, before you can get the building permit. They have to do that first. So you buy the lot, you pay big money. Just saying. So, all right, Josh, we're not going to go to break yet, but I do want this as not a separate, but I want to break this out. Folks, okay, let's go to number 5. I want to get this in. Thousands of protesters shut down Hong Kong International Airport. Number 6, thousands of protesters shut down Hong Kong International Airport, right? Now, China has made a statement that a lot of people don't like. China has called it emerging terrorism. Emerging terrorism, okay? So, emerging terrorism. Hong Kong. Folks, let's clear something up. Hong Kong belongs to China. Now, China's having some bad years. So we don't have time to get into the tariffs and everything, but China's having some bad years. Economically, the tariffs are hurting them. The media will not tell you the truth on what's going on in China. That being said, let's be clear here. Great Britain, okay, had a, 100-year lease? I don't remember. 101-year lease, right, of Hong Kong from China. You know, they paid the Chinese government X every year, but they had a 100-year lease. And Great Britain and Hong Kong developed into somewhat a self-sustaining. Great Britain really didn't enter into the government side of Hong Kong, but they belonged to them for 100 years, and they allowed Hong Kong to build this self-sustaining government and this beautiful city, world-renowned, known, whatever, beautiful city people loved. true democracy there, I guess. We'll throw that out. I'm not, I don't know. I'm not doing a lot of research on Hong Kong, but everybody said what would happen when the lease ran out and Hong Kong went back to China. Well, China, I guess, and I don't have the details on this, you can look it up, but China said, you know what, we will honor your little democracy you got over there. We'll honor your little freedom. We'll honor your little social media freedom of speech. We'll honor that, but we're going to phase that out to where Hong Kong is no more than mainland China. Period. What do you expect businesses in Hong Kong? What do you expect people that live in Hong Kong? China told you when the lease ended, they were going to give you X, look it up, all right? Just don't take it from me, look it up. That they were going to give you X amount of years, but eventually they were going to integrate Hong Kong into mainland China. And you know what's good for the Chinese in the rice bowl over at Beijing is good for you. They told you that. Now, they're starting to slowly pop in these little pullbacks on your freedom. All these little tiny things are popping them in, pulling back your freedom a little here, snugging up the noose a little over here. You're upset. Just let me remind you, Hong Kong belongs to China. China will not allow eventually this to continue. China will bring them under the Chinese government umbrella, and they could just wish. You are watching something. You better pay close attention, because Hong Kong is going to be swept, my opinion, in and under the Chinese umbrella, and they are not going to ask forgiveness. They are not going to ask permission. China is not going to care how you feel. China is not going to care about all of the UN sanctions on human. I don't know what I'm looking for, but they're not going to care what the UN says. Okay? No. They're not going to care what America says. No. They're not going to care about any of it. And if you think you're worried about Khashoggi got killed, no. Have you yet to see China apologize to the world for just running people over in Tiananmen Square? No. And they're not going to. Watch what happens here. This is how it works. They call Donald Trump a dictator. They call Donald Trump a tyrant. All the above. White supremacists, what would you call that? Just watch and see. Now, I got a couple things, Josh, I want to run through because I didn't want to forget. Mark Sanford, number 1. Mark Sanford heads to New Hampshire to Future Explorer 2020 bid. Would that be the Mark Sanford? Let me see. Where is he at again? I had him in here. Another swing of him. Hold on just a second. Mark Sanford. Another swing of him. I had him up here again. One more shot. Number 20. Mark Sanford, number 20. GOP. Mark Sanford warns of an incoming financial storm under Trump. Okay, I know everybody's all worked up. Drudge Report has, federal spending has ballooned 27%. Under Trump. Okay, look, we'll get into that at a later date, but let's just not say Donald Trump sent us to those multi-trillion-dollar debts. And would this be the Mark Sanford from South Carolina that was the governor that supposedly went hiking on the Appalachian Trail one day? Was he hiking on the trail? And the next thing you know, we can't find him. And the next thing you know, he's, singing love songs to a woman in Venezuela? Is that what it was? Is that the guy? Went hiking, I got back. I was hiking on a trail. I mean, why were you guys looking for me? Interesting. All right, so Sanford's going up there to see if he has any hope at 2020. Now, how about this for a conspiracy theory? I love this, man. I love this. Bernie, did you notice Bernie burned out? Let's go with number 30. I mean, it's really sad because here's the guy right here, Bernie, was not really sad because Bernie's coming up a multi-millionaire socialist. He'll have a couple books, multi-million dollars. He'll have a campaign slush fund he can, vacation on. He'll order an extra. He's the kind of Jew that's going to order an extra iced tea when this is over. Yeah, give me an extra iced tea and another bowl of soup. How's the corned beef? So there you go. This guy was the front runner. This guy had all the big mo behind him. And the media collapsed him overnight really nicely. They beat the hell out of Bernie. He went from 30% in the front runner status, then Joe Biden came in. The alleged, there's people that allege, look at me, listen, allege, there's people on the internet, just look, that they call Joe Biden a pedophile. I'm just alleged, okay? But here this guy's a gaffe master. See, Joe knew what Trump was going to do. That's why 2 days ago, or a couple days ago, Biden knew what Trump was going to do on immigration. That's why a couple days ago he said poor kids are just as smart as white kids. I'd say what I was telling you 2 days ago, the poor kids. I knew. Anyhow, Washington Post to Sanders, your conspiracy theory is wrong. Candidate claims his criticism of Amazon caused unfair coverage. Ask Trump there, Bernie. There's number 31. Washington Post to Sanders, your conspiracy theory is wrong. A conspiracy theory. Hell, you say. Number 3, Gabby Gifford. Is that her name? I don't think that's her name. Her name's not Gabby Gifford. That's the woman from Arizona. This is the lady from out in Hawaii, right? I forget her name. Gabbard. She's right there, Senator Gabbard, right? We'll take 2-week break from 2020 campaign for National Guard duty. You know what? I don't agree with you on your policies and issues, but I want to thank you for your service, and I want to thank you for not putting the country behind your service to the country. Okay? This is something that's being set up for all Americans, number 7. Okay? Right here. Texas Republicans brace for 2020 drubbing. Okay? I'm telling you, man, they write the cloudiest lies for you to try to get you to believe. Number 10, this is Republican. Is it Will Hurd? Yeah, Will Hurd, number 10. And this is his comment. If Republican Party in Texas doesn't start looking like Texas, there won't be a Republican Party in Texas. Retired Representative Will Hurd, Republican of Texas, who represents a key swing district, told Politico. So let me just tell you this. If the Republican Party in Texas doesn't start looking like Texas, there won't be a Republican Party in Texas. I cringe every time I hear the Republican Party has to move a certain way. I do. I cringe every time there's an election and Republicans start analyzing where they need to shift, adjust, accept, be more willing to be more inclusive. All of those things just shoot my nerves every time I hear it. The Republican Party needs to get a Republican conservative, fiscal conservative, social conservative, in my opinion, platform in this country. Stay with it. And then what we need to do is we need to tell the people of Texas, the people of all the states, that they're all welcome to that platform. And we need to tell them that that platform will provide a self-sufficient way for them to achieve the American dream. And we need to show them how that is a strong family and strong work ethic and education, so on and so forth. We don't need to dilute the Republican Party any further. So I get that one really gets me when they start talking about that. So trying to look, Josh, make sure I didn't leave anything out. I think we hit all our pictures today, did we not? Folks, it is there's been a lot going on here at FYNTV.com, And so we're going to go with this. I told you this. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I told you that at the beginning of the show I probably would not make it to this. But last night there was a forum, and Bill Johnson will have an article up later. Now let's go to number 17. Number 17, this is Dawson County. This is Jeff Johnson, really quick. You can put this segment up separate if you want, Josh. So last night, the Dawson County GOP, Dawson County Republican Party, held a little forum. I think it's too early for these things, but they allowed the sheriff and all three candidates, the sheriff is a candidate also, for Dawson County Sheriff to get 10 minutes to speak and answer a couple questions. So this is the Sheriff, Jeff Johnson. Well, as you well know, Jeff Johnson does not like, this is the current sheriff running for re-election. And I'm going to tell you tomorrow where Johnson's wrong, okay? This is my opinion. Now, FetchYourNews.com, you can go later today and read Bill Johnson's article, and it is going to be a straight-down-the-line article covering this political forum. Mine is opinion. It's an opinion show. You need to know that right off. I'm going to tell you tomorrow where Jeff Johnson is just totally off the mark. I'm serious. It's totally off the mark. He does not like me. He does not like our company. We have done nothing but try to report things that have taken place in Dawson County, and I would hope that the citizens out there would put a stop to Johnson curtailing the information they get and trying to decide who gets what information and what the citizens are able to hear, period. He's in a whole room last night. He come by me 3 times. He didn't even say hello, okay? Hello, that's okay. Then we have Jeff Perry, number 18, okay, former probation or parole. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to get this wrong. I got to go through my notes. Mr. Johnson is a great guy. Jeff Johnson, this is just a first-class guy, solid person, understands a budget. I mean, I'm not endorsing. I just really like Jeff Johnson. I just think he's a very good guy. Then we have number 19, Marcus Swole. Now, Marcus Swole is, he worked in Dawson County. And he worked in Dawson County. And let me look at a note here, okay? Make sure I have something correct. I took a couple notes, okay? Hang tight. What did I say? No, Jeff Perry. What did I say, Jeff Johnson? All right, let me go back. Perry. Go back to his picture. I want to correct it. Thank you, Josh. Jeff Perry. Jeff Perry. My apology, Mr. Perry. I apologize. I was thinking Johnson, Sheriff Johnson. Jeff Perry. This is the candidate, Jeff Perry. First-class guy, awesome guy. I apologize to you, sir. I really do. Thank you, Josh. These lights are getting hot in here. And then Marcus Swole, okay. I think he's the lead investigator in Lumpkin County. He is running for sheriff. He is with the Lumpkin County Sheriff's Office. He was for a period of time at the Dawson County Sheriff's Office, and then he got a promotion over at Lumpkin and went over there, and his career took off over there, his words, and he is now, I think, the lead investigator in the Lumpkin County Sheriff's Office. 3 speakers last night, took a couple questions. Now, Swole, Jeff Perry did not. I don't want the word, I don't know how I'm going to say this, but he went around it. Jeff Perry went around it. You know, Swole threw something out. He took a bite, is my words. He took a bite because there was 2 comments in his 10 minutes that said you can't sue the county. Because Jeff Johnson, the sheriff, go back to the sheriff. The very first year, okay, right there, the very first year he was sheriff, his very first budget, he would not accept his budget and he sued the county and lost. Okay, go back to Swole. Swole brought that up. You can't sue the county. And then, I mean, we have to look to see if the numbers are accurate. And then he said the budget is up 18% in the sheriff's office, and you just can't raise the budget. You know, more bang for the buck, I think he said. So that being said, this guy is the one that kind of took a little bite, nibbled at the heels of the sheriff over there at Dawson. So we'll see what becomes of that. All right, so there's the three there. And we will invite all three of those candidates in the future to be on the show. Josh, let's show them how to reach the show one more time. Right there, there's our phone number, there's our email address, and there's all the social media ways you can reach us. That's our 24-hour hotline, tip line. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to be back tomorrow morning. Going to cut just a little we're sorry for the interruption today. We're going to cut just a little short, and we'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. See you then, right? Oh, tomorrow morning. Wait, Josh. Congressman Doug Collins will be on the show. Let's talk about, hey, Epstein and the joint, bipartisan investigation that the Judiciary Committee is going to launch. Let's ask him tomorrow, Congressman Doug Collins. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Take us out of here, Josh.